The South Union Township Supervisors presents the South Union Township Sports Network tonight from Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School. It's high school soccer time as the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs take on the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak alongside Billy Dice. South Union Township Sports Network coverage, joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Fernan, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable, and our friends at CUTV sending get well wishes out to Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Billy Dice, and we'll have the starting lineups for you next. In fact, I'll turn it over to our public address announcer, Jason Taylor, and we'll have the lineups, and we'll have the national anthem for you from Mustang Field here at Laurel Highlands High School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mustang Field here on the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School. For this evening's girls soccer match between the visiting Thomas Jefferson Jaguars and your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And now, for this evening's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. The Jaguars are led by head coach Sean Richter, assistant coaches Leah Manning, John Marcinko, Matt Mutscheller, and Jessica Spiner. A junior midfielder, number 5, Aubrey Little. A junior forward, number 8, Samantha McLeeko. A junior midfielder, number 10, Cameron Marcinko. A junior forward, number 13, Cecilia Wessel. A senior midfielder, number 16, Islin Majoris. A senior defender, number 17, Ashlyn Fry. A freshman defender, number 18, Kayla Marcinko. In goal for the Jaguars, a sophomore, number 22, Nyla Carral. A senior midfielder, number 23, Olivia Della Lucia. A junior defender, number 26, Anna Condos. And a junior defender, number 29, Addison Fenlock. And now, the starting lineup for your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs are led by head coach Denny Marzano, assistant coach Carl Walker. A junior defender, number 1, Molly Nairn. A sophomore forward, number 3, Ava Rumalkava. A senior midfielder, number 10, El Mancini.
It's Ellie.
A sophomore defender. Number 13, Lola Mutfusa. A sophomore midfielder. Number 18, Cameron McLean. A junior forward. Number 20, Taylor Irwin. In goal for the Mustangs, the senior, number 63, Emily Bellotti. A junior midfielder, number 25, Adriana Walker. A junior defender, number 26, Jakayla Tressel. A junior defender, number 30, Morgan Ferris. And on defense, a sophomore, number 33, Kylie Marva. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd ask everybody please rise. And gentlemen, move your caps for playing our national anthem.
Just about set to go here from Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School. The Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs taking on the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Both of these schools enter play today with a 1-1 overall record. Section opener for both the Jags and the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands lost to West Mifflin 5-3 before downing Brownsville on Saturday by a score of 8-2. Thomas Jefferson defeated Franklin Regional 3-1, then lost to Upper St. Clair by a score of 5-1. The Jags haven't played a match since August 25th. Both of these schools in the WPIAL playoffs a year ago. Laurel Highlands lost to Mars 6-0 in the first round, while Thomas Jefferson defeated Oakland Catholic 4-0 in the opening round before losing to South Fayette in the WPIAL quarterfinals. Thomas Jefferson swept the season series from Laurel Highlands last year, winning by scores of 4-1 and 5-0, the 4-1 game here at Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs still having their most successful period ever for girls soccer, qualifying for the playoffs 7 of the last 8 years, but they're still looking for their first playoff win in school history. We're hoping for a competitive game tonight as Ava Rubalcaba gets things started for the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, who are working right to left as we describe, and some early pressure here from the Jags as Ellie Mancini plays it back on the Mustangs defensive line, but TJ pressing early on. The Mustangs getting a little poke there from Adriana Walker trying to get it out of their own zone, but it's the Jags getting their first touch of the night there from Olivia DeLucia. The ball going out of play here on the near side. The Jags coached by Sean Richter, Denny Marzano, the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs. Might have a number change there on the Jags side. Seeing 24, which isn't on our roster, sending it in. And Jason, if you get any confirmation on who 24 is, want to pass it along, I'd certainly appreciate it, as Molly Nairn will trigger it back in there for the Mustangs. Pushing it forward up to Ava Rubalcaba. Actually, that might be 29 there. Addison Fenlock looked like a 24, but actually 29. So that's Fenlock there on the near side, actually committing the foul there on the Thomas Jefferson side, and that'll set up a free kick for the Mustangs, Adriana Walker. Walker, a little poke, trying to pull it up to the top of the 18, headed back and controlled there by the Jags, Samantha Maglico. Trying to force a run here, 90 seconds in on the Jags side. Game time temperature 75 degrees under sunny skies, and the sun actually heading right towards the press box right now. Probably see the glare in your camera lens at the moment, as Fenlock has it here on the near boundary with Kylie Marva fronting her. And the Jags force it off on the far side to Cameron Marcinko. Both of these teams trying to gain the early control here. 38:02 left in the first half. Brian Morozak along with Billy Dice. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Our second match of the season. In fact, had the Laurel Highlands boys in action against Thomas Jefferson last week. We'll have the boys against South Fayette for you tomorrow night. Our next Laurel Highlands girls match will be Monday at Bill Power Stadium, as Laurel Highlands will take on Uniontown. Always fun when those two rival schools get together. Jags looking for some control here from Aubrey Little. Taylor Irwin fronting her. Little poke ahead there from Cameron Marcinko. Jags in front of their own bench. Thomas Jefferson, their away whites. Black numbers and a little bit of gold trim. Laurel Highlands in the home reds and white numbers. The Mustang bench across the field to our left. The Thomas Jefferson bench across the field to our right. And the Jags getting a little steal there from Samantha Maglico. Coming back defensively for Laurel Highlands, Morgan Ferris. And the ball goes out of play. It will be a Laurel Highlands throw-in to be taken by Lola McClusack. Quick little trigger in. Jags get the control. Send it over to their captain, Aubrey Little. Little going wide here on the near side to Addison Fenlock. Fenlock tried to come ahead there, forgot the ball. Mustangs get a little pressure there from Ava Rubalcaba. Jags getting a little sloppy there on the back line, but Marcinko able to send it over to Ashlyn Fry. Ball ruled out of play there on the far side. It'll be Laurel Highlands ball here at the 36-22 mark of the first half. This match scoreless between Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson. Mentioned the Mustang boys tomorrow. Their last match suspended here against Thomas Jefferson with the game tied at 2 in the first overtime. We understand that game will be ruled an official tie by the WPIAL. Laurel Highlands boys lost a tough match on the road last Thursday against Ringgold, and then got a draw here during the Fayette County Coaches Association tournament against Beth Center 2-2 in a non-conference game. For their conference record, 0-1-1, entering tomorrow's match against South Fayette, and that'll be the Laurel Highlands boys team's only match of the week. A little contact there, no foul called. Mustangs come ahead there with Ellie Mancini. Trying to pull it off to Ava Rubalcaba. Defending there, Kayla Marcinko for Thomas Jefferson, letting it go out of play. It'll be a goal kick here for the Jags. Their keeper, Nyla Carell, will put it down. 5'3" sophomore for Thomas Jefferson. And Carell just taking the safe route there to Ashlyn Fry. Go low over towards the near boundary to Anna Condos. Off to Aubrey Little. Sending it ahead on the far side. Mustangs getting back defensively. The chip going right to Molly Nair. Molly getting hit from behind there, and a foul called on Thomas Jefferson. Be a free kick for the Mustangs. Busy week the next couple of days. Not only do we have the Laurel Highlands boys on Thursday, the Laurel Highlands football team back at home on Friday night, taking on Southmoreland. And of course, we'll have the game for you both here on the South Union Township Sports Network and WMBS, along with the Laurel Highlands School District Facebook page. Mustang football team only getting about 53 seconds of action in last Friday against Ambridge, enduring 2 lightning delays before that game was suspended. It will not be made up, just declared a no contest. Jags controlling here almost 6 minutes in. Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson still scoreless. Marcinko sending it off on the far side and then getting it back, trying to enter the Laurel Highlands zone, and that pass intercepted by the Mustangs' Taylor Irwin. Sending it down to Rulva Kaba, who's not going to be able to get to the ball in time. Was out chased there by Kayla Marcinko, and then the keeper Corral able to control it there for the Jags and roll it out here on the near side. Jags work their way through the midfield. Little poke ahead there to Cecilia Wessel. Saw her brother on the Laurel Highlands, or check that, the Thomas Jefferson boys team last Thursday. Addison Fenlock now will send it back on the defensive line there to Ashlyn Fry. Intercepted there by Walker, trying to send it ahead to Ellie Mancini. Seems like Ellie's been here forever. Finally, a senior at Laurel Highlands, has been a great contributor in her Laurel Highlands career. And we mentioned the Laurel Highlands girls program. They made the playoffs 7 of the last 8 years. And prior to starting that streak, the Mustangs had not made the playoffs since 2001. It just shows the level of success that the Laurel Highlands girls have had here over the last 8 years, trying to continue that here in 2024. Again, they like to take that next step to winning a WPIAL playoff game. Had some opportunities, probably closest chance they had back in 2016, lost a close 2-0 decision against Gateway. And fell last year in the first round to Mars by a score of 6-0. And TJ, a little pressure here in the box, and that one going right to the Mustang keeper, Emily Bellotti, who was able to knock it down on the shot attempt there from Samantha Maglico. You have Maglico and 2 Marcinkos in the starting lineup for Thomas Jefferson. Cameron Marcinko, a junior, and Kayla Marcinko, only a freshman. Jags back on the ball here. Nice run from Della Lucia. And Olivia sending in the corner, a little cross out in front. Look out here. Della Lucia getting it back, trying to send it out in front in the direction of Emily Bellotti. The Mustangs break it up and look to send it on the counter attack, but Ava Rulva-Kaba going down. Try to get a little help there from Kylie Marva. That's the Jags with control again, as the ball will go just to the left of the corner flag on the far side. It'll be a throw-in and not a goal kick. And Lowell McClusack will take it there for Laurel Highlands, sending it down to Adriana Walker on the far boundary. Walker lost it out of play, and the Jags now will get possession here in the Laurel Highlands zone. We've played just over 9 minutes. Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson still scoreless here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Nice to have you along with us for a Wednesday night of high school soccer action. Jags played on the defensive line there to Ashlyn Fry. Fry looking to step up. Little poke off here on the near wing and a little pressure there from Molly Nairn. Trying to turn it around there with Taylor Irwin. Captain Aubrey Little back on the ball there for Thomas Jefferson. Poke back to Fry, trying to set it up top of the 18. Headed back around. Jags stay on it there with Little. Fronted there by Taylor Irwin. Little sends it off to her left. And Olivia DeLucia just sending it wide. Mustangs get temporary control there as Taylor Irwin trying to send it out of the zone, but it goes off of Laurel Highlands and out. And Addison Fedlock will take a quick throw-in. Sing it over Aubrey Little. Mustangs again look to control, but it's Cameron Marcinko able to play it back and getting Deflected back to the Mustang keeper, Emily Bellotti. And Bellotti will hang on here at the top of the 18-yard box. Bellotti now booting it back to center. Mustangs with Ava Ruvalcaba at the top of their attack line. Cameron Marcinko controlling it defensively here for Thomas Jefferson. Our match tonight, courtesy of Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. 28:50 left here in the first half. Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson still scoreless tonight. Well, they haven't had too many good scoring opportunities yet on either side. As Morgan Ferris setting it down the far boundary, goes out of play in front of the Mustang bench. And it was ruled last touch there by Thomas Jefferson, so it'll be a Laurel Highlands throw-in. Mustangs send it back in, but it's Thomas Jefferson's Olivia DeLucia with the control. Over there to Aubrey Little and sent ahead on the through ball to Anna Condis. Condis here, side of the box on the near side. Little cross going out in front. Mustangs try to knock it down. A little ball pressure there from Aubrey Little. And Little trying to stay with it. Low ball going out in front. Bellotti knocked it down, gave up the rebound. Mustangs trying to control there. Ellie Mancini a touch, getting a little help there from Cameron McLean. Mustangs, though, can't get it out of their own zone. And a high shot attempt just going wide from Cecilia Wessel, the junior forward for Thomas Jefferson, wearing number 13. And will be a goal kick here for the Mustangs. We'll get our first change of the night, and it'll be on the Thomas Jefferson side, as Addison Fenlock will check out into the match, number 29. And Fenlock being replaced there, but appears to be number 15, Aubrey Mahoney, coming in. Yes, Mahoney, the first substitution of the night, coming in for Fenlock. Mahoney only a freshman. We'll see what she can add on the Thomas Jefferson side. Still scoreless. Almost 13 minutes in. Mustangs trying to get control there from McClusack. Ball pinballs back. Comes loose on the near side. Mancini. A little chip ahead to Ava Ruvalcaba. And it'll be the TJ keeper, Nyla Carell, sending it out. A ball deflecting back on each side before going out of play there in front of the Thomas Jefferson bench. Morgan Ferris actually handed off here to Adriana Walker on the throw-in, and again deflected out. This time McClusack to take it. Got to send it off to either Walker or Ruvalcaba. Again going out on the far side. Really haven't seen either team take firm control. I saw the Jags get solid possession for about a minute inside the Laurel Highlands zone, but that's been it so far tonight. A relatively balanced match. Another change on the Jags side, and for the first time, number 6, Danica Bergman. Bergman, a sophomore forward, wearing number 6. As the Jags shuffle the deck a little bit. Ashlyn Fry there for Thomas Jefferson. Over to the freshman Mahoney. Mahoney down the near boundary. Stepping in front there, Taylor Irwin on the Laurel Highlands side, slowing down that attack. Ball ruled out of play. Off of Mahoney and out. The Laurel Highlands throw-in, taken there by Molinaire. Quick deflection off of Laurel Highlands and back to Aubrey Mahoney. Usually when you hear the name Mahoney, you certainly think of Laurel Highlands, but we have a Mahoney on the Thomas Jefferson side tonight. We have Marva playing hacky sack with it there for a moment. And feed it up to Ruvalcaba. That's Aubrey Little getting control there for the Jags. Down to 24:50 left here in the first half. Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson still scoreless here for Mustang Field. And haven't had that much action tonight. Perfect weather for high school soccer tonight. I think we'll get into the thunderstorms that we saw pop up last week, either during the Laurel Highlands boys soccer match or the high school football game on Friday night down at Ambridge. Corral slowing it down there on the Thomas Jefferson side. Up to Ashlyn Fry. Trying to get a low ball forward intended there for Bergman. Intercepted by Taylor Irwin on the Laurel Highlands side. Touch from Molly Nairn and then out again. And Thomas Jefferson will reload. A reminder, if you're watching this match on Breezeline or Armstrong Cable, I'd like to let you know that all of the South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available live online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Township Television to find the archive broadcast, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for live games. That's facebook.com/South Union TV. Throw in here taken by Aubrey Mahoney. Trying to send it in to Olivia DeLucia. Again deflected out. And Mahoney will take another throw in here for the Jags. Went off the head of Taylor Irwin. Deflected back in Mahoney's direction. Little poke into open space. Was settled for a moment by Samantha Maglico. And played back on the defensive line as the Jags trying to set it up again. Maglico a touch off to her right there to Aubrey Little. Little with a left foot got blocked at the top of the 18 by Adriana Walker. Back in open space. Maglico on the cross went over the head of Danica Bergman, who was actually looking for the header there on the Jags side. And played out of bounds as Molly Nairn was looking for it on the Mustang side. I believe this will be the first Laurel Highlands change of the night. Checking out Kylie Marva, number 33. And into the match for the first time, number 17, Nia Palmer. So Palmer replacing Marva with 22 minutes left here in the first half. Ashlyn Fry there again for Thomas Jefferson. On the settle there, off to her left. A little charge on the TJ attack. Collision there between Della Lucia and the Mustangs' Morgan Ferris. Jags keep control for now. Della Lucia back on it. Off to her right to Ashlyn Fry. Fry will settle it back to Mahoney. Fronted there by Rulva Kaba. Mahoney a pretty move off to her left. And back again to Fry. Trying to find a little open space. Stepping up there was Anna Condos. Had it blocked down. Bergman trying to stay with it. But the ball will go to the right of the goal. And it'll be a goal kick here for Emily Bellotti and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Played almost 19 minutes of soccer so far tonight. Little line drive here, again controlled by Aubrey Little. Little in open space. On the defensive line again to Ashlyn Fry. Touch from Samantha Maglico. Walker putting a little pressure there on the Laurel Highlands side as Maglico gets it back. To her right again to Aubrey Little. Defended by Taylor Irwin. Into the box. Look out here. Shot blocked down by Bellotti. That was taken by Ashlyn Majoris. And deflected out of bounds on the far side. It will be a corner kick here for the Jags. Last touch by Laurel Highlands going out. So Majoris, a good opportunity there. And Bellotti, a nice save for the Mustangs almost midway through this first half. On the corner, a little line drive. Deflected by Bellotti, headed back and into the back of the net for the Thomas Jefferson goal. And I believe that was scored by Olivia DeLucia. And we'll check that. Goal coming at the 2012 mark of the first half. give Thomas Jefferson a 1-0 lead. And try to get a confirmation on the goal scorer for Thomas Jefferson. The Mustangs get it restarted again here with Nia Palmer. And TJ a 1-goal cushion. Ball gone out of play there off of Thomas Jefferson and out. Molly Nair in a reload. Headed along by Taylor Irwin. Rulva Kaba trying to poke it forward. Control there by Danica Bergman. And a little steal there from Nia Palmer, who just checked in on the Thomas Jefferson side. We have an early start tonight. No junior varsity game between these two schools. Normally we get a 7 o'clock start when that's the case. Actually started at 6:45 tonight. No complaints from us. Get us home for dinner a little early. Another stoppage here will be a goal kick for Nyla Carell and Thomas Jefferson. Now the ball whistled back into play. Carell will send it off on the far side. That low sun certainly makes it tough to see up here in the press box as that one lost out of play on the far side there by the Mustangs' Jacayla Dressel. Back into Ellie Mancini. Stolen there on the Thomas Jefferson side. And the Jags a little through ball coming forward there on the chase down to Danica Bergman. Back to the Mustang keeper, Emily Bellotti. Again, Thomas Jefferson scoring here at the 20-12 mark of the first half. Have yet to get a confirmation on the goal scorer. Thought from the naked eye might have been Olivia Della Lucia, but again, not confirmed. The press box yet to confirm that either, so try to pass that along. She might not be until halftime when we get a confirmation. Nonetheless, Jags trying to stay with it here with Majoris. Resetting it back there to Cameron Marcinko. Inside the 18-yard box, collision there between Molly Nairn and Danica Bergman. Allowing Emily Bellotti to pick up the loose ball there on the Laurel Highlands side. A goal kick here for the Mustangs. And that one angled wide on the near side out of the range of Ava Rulva-Kaba. Allow Thomas Jefferson to get a throw in here coming back from Addison Fenlock. And our match coverage tonight brought to you by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes. SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health. Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank, the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. We have 16:45 left here in the first half. Thomas Jefferson, a 1-0 lead over Laurel Highlands. Jags looking for more on the offensive here with Ashlyn Majoris. And Molly Nairn sending it back on the Laurel Highlands side. Was looking there for Nia Palmer. Palmer, Rulva-Kaba, and Adriana Walker. Now check that. That's 26. Jacayla Dressel on the front line for the Mustangs right now. The Jags getting some control there with Anacondas. Trying to send it down to Olivia Del Lucia. Deflected out of play for a Mustang throw-in. The ball sent high in the air. A little lob back there to Rulva-Kaba. Knocked down by Condos. Touched there by Majoris. And a lob back into the box. Opportunity on the settle down from Bergman, who misses high and wide. And a goal kick here for the Mustangs. Unless they're saying that was touched by a Mustang going out, it was. So we have a corner kick here for Thomas Jefferson. See who's going to take it here for the Jags. Will be Aubrey Little, number 5. So Little to put it down on the lob near posts. Just deflecting it wide. Good scoring opportunity there for Thomas Jefferson and a Condos. Jags get a little control there from Addison Fenlock. Going to set it back up at the top of the 18-yard box, but Molly Nairn going to turn it back away for Laurel Highlands. Or chip there from Cameron Marcinko, but controlled by the Mustangs' Ava Ruvalcaba. Looking there for Nia Palmer, never got in her direction. Jags find it again. Low shot actually beat the Mustang keeper, Emily Bellotti, but went wide of the goal. So it'll be a Laurel Highlands goal kick. Mustangs make another substitution here. Dressel to check out. Check on that new entry on the Laurel Highlands side. It's like 33, Kylie Marva back into the match. So Marva in for Dressel with 13:21 left here in the first half, and Thomas Jefferson leading Laurel Highlands by a score of 1-0. Mustang throw-in taken here by Molly Nair. Her brother's done a nice job on the Laurel Highlands boys team to start the season as well, only a freshman. Cameron Marcinko coming back. And angling it wide to Danica Bergman. Bergman on the cross out in front. Deflected in open space to Ava Ruvalcaba, but controlled there by Ashlyn Fry. Fry, a little give and go with Majoris. Fry getting it back. Resetting off to Del Lucia. Del Lucia trying to get between two Mustangs. Will play it back on the TJ defensive line. And a Condos to touch. Coming forward there to Aubrey Little, who just sent it wide. Might have been deflected there by the keeper, Emily Bellotti. That was the case. Bellotti the last to touch it. This will be a Thomas Jefferson corner kick. Aubrey Little takes it. Sends it high, goes through on the backside. Jags looking for control. And Joris had a shot attempt that got blocked and deflected out in front into the back of the net. And it's 2-0 Thomas Jefferson. Goal coming here at the 11:37 mark of the first half. So the Jags getting 2 to go up 2-0, and both actually coming after corner kicks. Weren't directly on the corner, but the corner allowing the Jags to get a little control and increase their lead over Laurel Highlands to a score of 2-0. For the opening goal, the 2012 mark of the first half. That one coming at the 11:37 mark. And Thomas Jefferson now a 2-goal cushion at 2-0 over Laurel Highlands. Remember back to the Laurel Highlands boys game, where the Laurel Highlands boys trailed by a score of 2-0 and got 2 to send that match into extra time before the game actually ended up ruled a draw after a long lightning delay. Molly Nairn taking the throw-in. Intended for Rulva Kaba. Controlled there by Fenlock, who sends it ahead. Morgan Ferris deflecting it off, but it's Danica Bergman with control there for Thomas Jefferson. Off of Cecilia Wessel. Controlled again by Ashlyn Fry. And a touchdown to Marcinko. Open space again for Bergman. And the Mustangs just send it out of play. And get Addison Fenlock. Take a throw in here for Thomas Jefferson as we go under 10 minutes left here in the first half, but a half an hour of soccer. And Thomas Jefferson leads Laurel Highlands by 2. And 2-0. Down there is Rulva Kaba trying to regain. It's the Jags with possession. As Fenlock turns it back around. Over to Danica Bergman. Watched there by Nairn. And coming over defensively, Ellie Mancini. Now check that. That was 18. Cameron McLean deflecting it out. And a quick throw in again from Addison Fenlock. And deflected out of play. And we'll have another Thomas Jefferson corner kick. Again, they've scored twice on the aftermath of corner kicks so far tonight. Trying to set it up here again as we go under 9 minutes left in the first half. Aubrey Little to take it. Little line drive here on the near side. Deflecting back out to the top of the 18. And a low blast from Danica Bergman gets picked up by the Mustang keeper, Emily Bellotti, who settles things back down. Bellotti on a little boot back to center. The Mustangs today started just 2 seniors, Ellie Mancini and Emily Bellotti in goal. Juniors in the starting lineup included Taylor Irwin, Morgan Ferris, Molly Nairn, Adriana Walker, Jakayla Dressel. And sophomore starters included Cameron McLean, Ava Rulva Kaba, Lola McClusack, and Kylie Marva. There's a blast from Ellie Mancini trying to spring Nia Palmer, but out of her range. On the Thomas Jefferson side, he started 3 seniors tonight. Ashlyn Fry, Ashlyn Majoris, and Olivia Del Lucia. Juniors included Samantha Maglico, Cecilia Wessel, Aubrey Little, Cameron Marcinko, Addison Fenlock, and Anna Condos. Niley Carell was a sophomore starter in goal. And the only sophomore in the starting lineup and the lone freshman, Kayla Marcinko, on the Thomas Jefferson side. Jags another nice run down there from Aubrey Little. Little looking for the cross, went off the initial hands there of Bellotti, hit the top of the crossbar. Did it go underneath the crossbar is the question. Officials say no, but they're going to rule it out of play. Last touch by Laurel Highlands and a corner kick here for Little and the Jaguars, this time taken from the far side. So Little taking it. Now Lucia had a header attempt. The Mustangs deflected out on the far side. Kayla Marcinko will take the Thomas Jefferson throw in here with 6:19 left in the first half. Thomas Jefferson goals at the 20:12 and the 11:37 mark of this first half to lead Laurel Highlands by a score of 2-0. Jags looking for another cross there. Morgan Ferris on the block for Laurel Highlands. Opening here and a great blast into the back of the net, Cameron Marcinko. So Cameron Marcinko, the junior midfielder, scoring the third goal for Thomas Jefferson here at the 5:52 mark of the first half, and it's now a 3-0 lead. And not much Bellotti could do about that one. So Cameron Marcinko giving Thomas Jefferson a 3-0 lead, and now Laurel Highlands in a big-time hole with 5:40 left here in the first half. And really don't even remember Laurel Highlands' shot on goal yet in this match. They've been quiet on the offensive front. Collision there between Nairn and Cecilia Wessel. Wessel opportunity to get it back there and deflect it out of play. Header there from Morgan Ferris. DeLucia trying to get control back for Thomas Jefferson. Jags looking for another run ahead here, not slowing down on the offensive attack, even though they lead by 3. Cecilia Wessel in open space. Back to Marcinko again. Top of the box. Touch there from Bergman. Angled off again to Wessel. Played back into Marcinko. Near side Fenlock. Jag still buzzing from about 20 yards out. A little lob attempt there from Marcinko again. And that one sent high from DeLucia out of play. And will be a goal kick here for Laurel Highlands with 4:12 left before halftime. Jags get it again as we go under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Touch there from Taylor Irwin. Over to Wessel. And now Bergman. And Wessel again. With Cameron McLean defending. Ball going off McLean and out. Jack staying with it off the throw-in. Top of the box, a little chip into the back of the net. Another Thomas Jefferson goal. This time Samantha Maglico scoring, number 8. Maglico. The Thomas Jefferson Jr. making it 4-0. Here at the 3:14 mark of the first. It's all Thomas Jefferson here in the first half. Mustangs trying to recover here before the halftime break. Sun beginning to set here at Mustang Field. Unfortunately, those sunsets coming a little bit earlier these days. Collision there between Fenlock and a Mustang here on the near side. That was Taylor Irwin. Final 2:37. First half action. And Ruvalcaba trying to send it ahead. You know what I forgot here tonight, Billy? A jacket. Might be getting chilly once the sun sets tonight. Calling for temperatures to drop into the upper 40s this evening. Not used to the cool nights. We'll see more of them as we head into the month of September. Billy Dice behind the camera. Brian Morozak, high school soccer tonight here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Aubrey Glittle touching it off to Cameron Marcinko. Cameron McLean defending. Sent out over to the Thomas Jefferson bench. Thomas Jefferson goals tonight at the 2012 mark of the first half, 11:37 mark. Cameron Marcinko scoring at the 5:52 mark, and then Samantha Maglico a goal at the 3:14 mark. And a tough night on the pitch for the Laurel Highlands girls so far tonight. Sean Richter, the head coach of the Thomas Jefferson Lady Jaguars. Denny Marzano, the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, assisted by Carl Walker this year. .103 left. Got some random tunes here with a minute to play. It was entertaining, Jason. I wasn't complaining about it. There's Molly Nairn. They do that in the NBA all the time, play a little music while the game goes on. There's Ava Rulvakaba trying to send it forward. Imagine if we had music for high school basketball during the game action. Jason's hoping it gets approved. I'm sure he's getting his playlist ready for basketball season. 20 seconds left here in the first half. And blocked down by Taylor Irwin. Celia Wessel looking for control. Cameron Marcinko grabbing it, down to 5, down to 4. And the Jags aren't going to get an opportunity here with Molly Nairn sending it back to center, and that'll do it. So Thomas Jefferson, a 4-0 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs here at halftime. Stay tuned. We'll have the second half coming your way in about 10 minutes here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Just about set to go with second half match action here in the South Union Township Sports Network. Brian Morozak along with Billy Dice. Nice to have you along with us. Laurel Highlands Laurel Highlands trailing 4-0. Thomas Jefferson in control of this match. So we're ready to start the second half. Thomas Jefferson and Laurel Highlands both entered play today with a 1-1 overall record. The Jags 4 goals in the first half. Samantha Maglico getting the fourth of the fourth, a 3:14 mark. Cameron Marcinko goal to 5:52 mark. TJ also with goals at the 10:37 and 20:12 mark of the first half. The lead Laurel Highlands by a score of 4-0. If we would get to a 6-run lead or a 6-goal lead here in the second half, you'd have a continuous clock, but the clock mostly runs anyways, and high school soccer, just the stoppages for either injury timeouts or after goals. There's a steal from Ava Ruvalcaba on the Laurel Highlands side. Mustangs working left to right as we describe it here in the second half. Neela Hill also in the match for the first time on the Laurel Highlands side, and Hill with the ball right now for the Mustangs. Hill trying to break inside the box. Hill, a 5'10" junior forward for Laurel Highlands. See what she can add to the table. Mustangs had issues generating much offense in the first half. In fact, we're talking up here in the press box at halftime. We really couldn't even recall a shot on goal Laurel Highlands had in the first half of the match. Aubrey Little sending it down here to Samantha Maglico. That one scooped up by Emily Bellotti, the Mustang keeper. Bellotti playing it back to center. Now TJ trying to set it up again, edge of the Laurel Highlands zone. Leaving it off here to Kayla Marcinko. And a Condos. Kayla Marcinko again, those two play catch. And again, TJ in no hurry right now. They have a 4-goal cushion. So we play just over 2 minutes in the second half. TJ taking the safe route back to the keeper, Corral. Down the near boundary now to Kayla Marcinko. And a good run from Samantha Maglico. Out of her range and out of play. And we'll have a Mustang throw-in going the other way as Laurel Highlands works left to right. As we describe it here in the second half. Again, we're back at Mustang Field tomorrow for the Laurel Highlands boys in action against South Fayette. Match time set for 7:30. Bellotti losing that one, but the ball going out of play. Lucky there, she was just off the post on her left. Not directly in front of the goal. So we'll result here in a Thomas Jefferson corner kick coming at the 36:42 mark of the second half. And they'll take it from the far side, and Aubrey Little will put it down. Little on the blast. Good header there from the Mustangs' Morgan Ferris. Little getting it back again. Trying to work into the box from the far side. Ball got deflected. She got it back. Nice little cross out in front. And a battle towards goal. And Bellotti able to make the cover there with Cecilia Wessel right on the doorstep. Bellotti now will blast it back to center here on the Laurel Highlands side. Headed back along by Olivia DeLucia. TJ trying to set it up again. Morgan Ferris there for the Mustangs. Playing it out on the far side. Again, our next TV game for the Laurel Highlands girls coming your way Monday from Bill Power Stadium in Uniontown. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. 7 o'clock start, at least as of now, for that match. Billy Tice back behind the camera on Monday, and I'll be along with you for all the play-by-play for the Mustangs and the Red Raiders. Jags in control again. Kayla Marcinko. Went off to her right, deflected back. Marcinko getting it again. Touch on the back line there from Condos. A give and go from Little over to Maglico. Broken up there on the Laurel Highlands side as Kayla Dressel getting a touch. The Jags get it back again there from Majoris. Trying to set it up to the top of the 18-yard box to Danica Bergman. Neela Hill there on the Laurel Highlands side trying to retreat. And the Jags leading it 4-0. All the goals scored here in the first half of the match. And the Jags have had most of the possession time here to start the second half. Mustang down. That's Taylor Irwin. It's actually interesting, the first 20 minutes or so of this match, it's kind of played throughout the midfield on both sides. Neither team really had much offensive chances. And then TJ kind of opened up the dam at the 2012 mark with a goal and got other offense at the 11:37 mark of the second goal of the match. 5:52 Marcinko scored. Maglico scoring at the 3:14 mark. And we went to halftime at 4-0. And the Jags pretty happy at this point just to sit on the lead. A little mishandle there on the far boundary from Ashlyn Fry, losing it out of play. So Laurel Highlands will get a throw-in. Our match action tonight brought to you by Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. The Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health. Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank, the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Jags throw another one here into the box. Shot with the left foot. That was initially taken there by Maglico. Comes loose and then covered by Emily Bellotti. Mustangs fortunate there not to yield another goal as you had Maglico with an opportunity there from point-blank range on the Thomas Jefferson side. Conference opener for both Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson here tonight. And a blast in the fifth goal of the night. Scored here on the Thomas Jefferson side by Ashlyn Majoris. So Majoris adding a goal here at the 32-28 mark to make it 5-0 Thomas Jefferson. And again, we'll have a continuous clock if TJ gets this lead up to 6-0. And right now, the Jags in firm control over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Mustangs letting that one roll out of play. And looking at the conference alignments, both this year and going back to last year, this season, the conference consisting of South Fayette, Albert Gallatin, Laurel Highlands, Thomas Jefferson, Uniontown, and Oakland Catholic. The good news for all of those teams, you'll take 4 of the top 6 will make the postseason. So if Laurel Highlands could beat out, let's say, Albert Gallatin and Uniontown, they could still get into the WPIAL playoffs and again keep that streak alive of 7 playoff appearances over an 8-year stretch. The other 3 3A conferences all have 7 teams. You'd have to beat out 3 teams instead of just 2 to get in the WPIAL playoffs. That certainly works in Laurel Highlands' favor. And will be a big match on Monday between Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. Again, that could be a win and you get in situation when all is said and done in mid-October when the WPIAL playoff pairings get announced. Last year, Thomas Jefferson went 14-0 in conference play. They were 17-2 overall and won Section 2 in 3A. These two schools shifted from Section 2 to Section 3 in 2024. Laurel Highlands finishing in 4th place and beat out Bell Vernon by half a game for the 4th and final playoff spot as the Jags just missed there, making it 6-0. But your 4 playoff qualifiers from a year ago, Thomas Jefferson, Elizabeth Forward, Connellsville, and Laurel Highlands. Again, the Mustangs beat out Bell Vernon by a half a game for that 4th and final playoff spot. Elizabeth Forward this season, they're down in Section 4 with West Mifflin, Greensburg, Salem, Kiski, Franklin Regional, Indiana, and Plum. Bell Vernon got bumped down to 2A. So Bell Vernon not even in the 3A classification. And Ringgold, who was another conference foe of Laurel Highlands from a year ago, also not in 3A. They're back down in 2A as well for 2024. So a new look conference for Laurel Highlands. You had Connellsville also that finished ahead of the Mustangs. I believe they got bumped up to 4A. So a lot of the teams we saw a year ago, not going to see here in 2024, at least in conference games. And TJ in firm control here, up 5-0 over Laurel Highlands. And they'll put it down for another corner kick. Be taken here by Aubrey Little. Little on the little lob here on the near side. Deflected back to the top of the 18-yard box was Ava Rubacaba trying to break back on the other side. Rubacaba losing her footing. They were going to foul here on the Thomas Jefferson side. We will. Be a free kick here for the Mustangs. Really haven't seen much action as far as the fouls are concerned tonight. Been a relatively clean match between the Mustangs and the Jags. A little liner there in the direction of Neela Hill. Played back to center, picked up by Thomas Jefferson, Samantha Maglico. The Jags try to break down on the far side with Danica Bergman. Mustangs with Cameron McLean defending, and McLean sending it out of play. Thomas Jefferson with another throw in here from the far boundary. Now trying to send it here into the box. She played back to Aubrey Little, one of the co-captains on the Thomas Jefferson side, losing control. Ava Rubacaba trying to start another run there for the Mustangs. There's Ava's sister Jaden, a former Mustang goalkeeper. Brother played on the boys' team as well. Mustangs take a throw and they'll have a substitution here as Neela Hill will check out. It's Taylor Irwin coming back in on the Laurel Highlands side. As Cameron McLean will blast it down the far boundary. Nice touch by the Mustangs going out. Ashlyn Fry to reload here on the Thomas Jefferson side. Mentioned the Jags swept the season series from Laurel Highlands a year ago. They won 4-1 here at Laurel Highlands back in September. Mustangs fell 5-0 down at Thomas Jefferson in October. And the Jags were perfect in the conference a year ago. Did not lose the section game. Made it to the WPIAL quarterfinals. Defeated Oakland Catholic in the first round 4-0, and then lost to South Fayette 3-0 in the quarterfinal round. And now you have South Fayette and Thomas Jefferson playing in the same conference here with Laurel Highlands in 2024, with South Fayette getting shifted over. South Fayette will actually play Laurel Highlands here next Wednesday. That'll be the Mustangs' next home match. And South Fayette's boys team will battle the Laurel Highlands boys here tomorrow night. Again, we'll have that for you on the South Union Township Sports Network at 7:30. Laurel Highlands boys hung with TJ last week. TJ's boys took another shot on goal there, just going wide of Emily Bellotti. The TJ boys preseason #1 according to Triple Live High School Sports coming into the 2024 campaign, and Laurel Highlands playing them to a 2-2 tie, but then the Laurel Highlands boys losing on the road Thursday 1-0 against Ringgold before tying Beth Center here on Saturday. Another TJ corner kick as they look to go up 6-0. That one going through and out on the backside. Might have been headed once by a Jaguar. It was. Be a goal kick coming back here for Laurel Highlands. Now check that, a throw-in coming back for Laurel Highlands. Position of the field that it went out, and Molly Nairn will take it. Mustangs try to blast it back towards center. Again, TJ's back line has been fabulous. There's been very little offensive pressure on the Laurel Highlands side at all tonight. Ashlyn Majoris setting it up there for Aubrey Little. Now off on the far wing. Jags trying to go wide. They're going to say the ball went out of play on that backside. Reminder, if you're watching this match on BreezeLine or Armstrong Cable, I'd like to let you know that all of these South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are available live online. It's easy to find. Just log onto our YouTube page and search South Union Television to find the archive broadcast, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for live games. It's facebook.com/South Union TV. One of the folks checking in on our live stream tonight, Courtney Radcliffe on there, along with Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke tonight. Of course, Courtney's daughter Jocelyn, a member of this Laurel Highlands girls soccer team a year ago. Jocelyn now playing soccer at Pitt Greensburg. Hopefully her freshman year off to a good start. Her brother Cole still playing for the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team in his junior year. Little spin around in the box there from Ashlyn Fry. Molly Nairn defending. The ball going out of play. And TJ making another change here with 23-26 left here in the second half. One of the co-captains, Aubrey Little, checking out. I think the first time that Little's left the pitch all night. Cameron Marcinko back in on the Thomas Jefferson side. And Cameron, opportunity there, a little mini lob into the box. Another header coming back right in front of the keeper, Emily Bellotti, and Bellotti able to scoop it up. Bellotti to boot it back towards center. TJ back on the attack again. Ashlyn Majoris angling on the far side. Another low one in Bellotti's direction with Danica Bergman right on the doorstep. Jags keep control there on the backside. Molly Nairn defending. Jags attacking again. And a little blast went off the crossbar and deflected back here on the near side. Little poke-out attempt there from Jacayla Dressel. Another cross attempt there from Danica Bergman. Touched off along, and Bellotti making another save there on the far post for Laurel Highlands. So a number of good scoring opportunities for Thomas Jefferson again, and Emily Bellotti stepping up and making some big saves there on the Laurel Highlands side. Jags with another corner kick. This time they'll go low trying to set it up. Now a little poke into the box, and Bellotti there again, robbing Cameron Marcinko on that shot attempt from point-blank range. So Bellotti getting tested and then some tonight. As you've had all kinds of offensive pressure on the Thomas Jefferson side. Jags leading the Mustangs by a score of 5-0. Now Ava Ruvalcaba trying to come back. Not much happening there on the Laurel Highlands attack. And on the counter, Jags setting it up again with a nice little run with Morgan Ferris defending that time. Bellotti getting a piece of it, trying to deflect it back. Jags a lot of speed on the ball tonight. They've been quick. Molly Nairn there for Laurel Highlands. Trying to come down the far boundary, a little collision. Ball comes loose. Last touch by Thomas Jefferson going out will be a Laurel Highlands goal kick. Mustangs had a couple of other non-conference games scheduled earlier on this year. They were supposed to take on East Allegheny here last Monday. That game was postponed, and then the Mustangs were scheduled to play a doubleheader as far as the Fayette County Coaches Challenge on Saturday. Played Brownsville in the morning and won 8-2, and then you had some thunderstorms move into the area. Weather played havoc in the afternoon, and their game was postponed with Bentworth. Again, we mentioned the schedule ahead at Uniontown Monday, and then they'll host South Fayette next Wednesday. The following week, a Monday match at Albert Gallatin before they host Oakland Catholic on Wednesday. Then they'll have back-to-back road games against Thomas Jefferson and Ringgold before a home match against Uniontown at South Fayette. And we had another Thomas Jefferson goal to make it 6-0, and now we'll have that running clock the rest of the way. This goal coming at the 1933 mark of the second half as TJ adds another one. Now I think you'll start to see a lot of wholesale substitutions on both sides. We have a new goalie as well on the Thomas Jefferson side. Try to get a number on the keeper down there for TJ. You're going to see a lot of second teamers, I think, on both sides here late. And that's Anne-Marie Graham, the goalie now for Thomas Jefferson. So Graham coming in late here on the TJ side. Ellie Mancini there for Laurel Highlands. You credit this Thomas Jefferson team. Again, they've totally shut down the Laurel Highlands offensive attack. Mustangs without a shot on goal tonight. And TJ scored 6 goals. Expect a much more competitive match on Monday when Laurel Highlands takes on Uniontown over at Bill Power Stadium. A low ball sent down again for Thomas Jefferson, even with some subs in, still on the attack. Bellotti, another good save there for the Mustangs. And Cameron McLean sending it out of play. And Addison Fenlock takes the throw in. Another ball chipped on the near side. Battle for the loose ball. Shot attempt there from Aubrey Little. Deflected wide. I'm going to say that one went off of Laurel Highlands and out again. We approach the 17-11 mark of the second half. A 6-0 lead for Thomas Jefferson over Laurel Highlands. Jags led 4-0 at halftime and tacked on 2 additional goals here in the second half. Another line drive going towards the goal and deflected in again on the backside. That was Cameron Marcinko deflecting that one in. Increase the lead to 7-0 at the 16:40 mark. So just total domination here by Thomas Jefferson tonight. Mustangs get it started again there with Nia Palmer. Talked about the schedule ahead on the Laurel Highlands side for Thomas Jefferson. And after they're done with the Mustangs, they'll host Oakland Catholic on Monday and then host Uniontown next Wednesday. The following week, they'll have matches at Peters Township and South Fayette for hosting Albert Gallatin. The Mustangs getting a blast there and a good scoring opportunity. Now Anne-Marie Graham will put it down for a goal kick. The Mustangs and Jags meet for the second time this season, September the 25th at Thomas Jefferson. Jaguars' last home match, a non-conference game against Elizabeth Forward on October 16th. 15-16 left here in the second half, 7-0. Thomas Jefferson leading Laurel Highlands. Brian Morozak alongside Bill Dice. Nice to have you along with us for high school soccer action tonight on the South Union Township Sports Network. It was brought to you by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health. Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank, Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Olivia DeLucia there on the TJ side. Off to Cameron Marcinko. Back to the freshman Aubrey Mahoney, who's seen some pretty good minutes tonight on the Thomas Jefferson side. Antonella Blasi in there as well for the first time on the TJ side. We go under 14 minutes left here in regulation time. Addison Fenlock there at midfield. Taking the throw in there for the Jacks. And the LH boys in action tomorrow against South Fayette at 7:30. We'll have the game for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Then football action on Friday. Laurel Highlands hosting Southmoreland, 7 o'clock start. Jags looking for goal number 8. Well, given goal with Aubrey Little back in there. Little just losing the handle here on the near side. Goes out of play. Lowell McClusack will take the throw and coming back there for the Mustangs. Klusak trying to set it up. Ellie Mancini looking for a little poke ahead. Knocked down there by DeLucia on the TJ side and then sent wide here on the near side of the goalie, Emily Bellotti. Plenty of local football action on Friday. Aside from the Laurel Highlands Southmoreland game, the Uniontown football program, an opportunity to get win number 500 in school history. They're going to be down in Carrick taking on the Carrick Raiders from the Pittsburgh City League. If Uniontown gets a win, they'll become the 24th program in WPIAL history. As Bellotti gets tested here again, makes a diving save to pick up 500 or more program wins. That game will start at 3:30 on Friday. Another game between two Fayette County teams as Albert Gallatin taking on Connellsville. Both of those programs playing as independents in 2024. Fraser picked up a win last week against Mapletown. Play another Greene County school this week in Carmichaels. In California, who lost to Cornell last week. We'll try to bounce back. I believe they're taking on Waynesburg. A full slate of WPIAL football action coming up on Friday. The Laurel Highlands football team back-to-back home games. Going to mention Southmoreland this week. They'll host the Little Indians of Indiana next week. Indiana coming off an overtime win over Ringgold. Ringgold still with the longest losing streak among WPIAL programs. Almost ended it last week. Mustangs will see the Rams here later on this season as well in October. That's the first Saturday in October. Under 11 minutes left here in regulation. Still 7-0. Thomas Jefferson over Laurel Highlands.
Number 11,
Antonella Blosey, we mentioned in there on the TJ side. You're going to see a lot of changes here in the final 10.5 minutes. Of course, coming up in mid-October, the annual Haunted Trail of Treats that South Union Township runs every October. I believe that's coming up October the 12th. You can check out the South Union Township Facebook page for more information and register for that. Always a fun event for the kids. A little rundown from Aubrey Little. Little pulling up here on the near side. Crossing it back to the top of the 18-yard box. And a low skipper there from Ashlyn Majoris. Saved there by Bellotti. Before you know it, the South Union Rec Center will be busy again during the winter months with indoor soccer. I believe they did a little flag football there in the summer as well. What a great facility down there. Right adjacent to Bailey Park. Coming off their inaugural year of using the facility for indoor soccer. Township supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott doing just a fantastic job getting that facility in place. Of course, a lot of these girls on the Laurel Highlands side you see on the pitch tonight learn their craft playing indoor soccer down at South Union. Of course, for many of them, that was started with the old complex. If you hadn't had an opportunity, stop down and see the new rec center. You'll be very impressed. Ferris on the back line for the Mustangs. Played up there to Adriana Walker. Was looking there for Dressel. Never got her way. Picked back up by Aubrey Mahoney. You can just tell watching Mahoney, she's going to be a player out there on the TJ side. A lot of hustle for the freshman. A few more changes. Palmer coming out in the Laurel Highlands side along with Dressel. Riley Haskins coming in for the first time. Didn't catch the other new entry. Might have been. Nope. One player notably absent from the Mustang lineup tonight, Brianna Marzano. Mustang senior. Not sure the situation on Brianna, but Mustang senior, usually one of the top scorers on the Laurel Highlands side. Marzano started since her sophomore year, got meaningful minutes since her freshman year. I'm sure the Mustangs like to get her back in the lineup. Did you notice, Jason, was she dressed down there tonight?
I don't think she was.
Jason saying she was not dressed tonight. We'll try to get confirmation before our next match on Monday, and hopefully she is back against Uniontown coming up on Monday night. Final 7-10 here from Mustang Field. Jags lead it 7-0. Ball booted forward again, and Emily Bellotti with the save. You'll see you back here tomorrow for the Laurel Highlands boys in South Fayette. 7:30 varsity start tomorrow night.
On for the Jaguars, number 14, Allison Wojnar.
Allison Wojnar coming in on the TJ side as well here in the final 7 minutes. And another keeper change for Thomas Jefferson. This will be their third goalie of the night. This keeper wearing 00. I'm guessing it might be Allie King. The only other goalie on our roster aside from Olivia Frizzoli. Frizzoli was listed at 35, King at number 1. He had no 00 on the TJ roster. I'm going to have to guess it's either King or Frizzoli. the final 6 minutes. A nice luxury to have when you can mix and match your goalies here with a 7-0 lead. It's certainly worth the trip south down Route 51 for Thomas Jefferson tonight. Under head coach Sean Richter, they'll improve to 2-1 overall and 1-0 in Section 3 3A play. The loss will drop Laurel Highlands to 1-2 overall and 0-1 in conference play. Going to have to thank our match sponsors tonight, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown, UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. 4:52 to play. Thomas Jefferson led 4-0 at halftime. Tacked on 3 more here in the second half. That's where we sit right now at 7-0. Thomas Jefferson over Laurel Highlands. And the Mustangs won't play again until Monday at Uniontown against the Red Raiders. That game listed as a 7 o'clock start from Bill Power Stadium, and we'll be there to bring you the match here in the South Union Township Sports Network. Jags trying to keep possession here late. Mustangs poke it back to center, where Addison Fenlock finds the loose ball. You have Haskins going shoulder to shoulder with Frizzoli. A quick whistle. And we'll get a free kick. 3:45 left in regulation. Mustangs will take it. Remind you once again, if you're watching this match on Breezeline or Armstrong Cable, all of our South Union Township Sports Network games and programs available live online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television to find the archive broadcast, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for live games, facebook.com/South Union TV. Ellie Mancini poking it ahead. Mustangs appear to be out of gas right now. A little too far down there for Ava Rulva-Kaba. TJ out of their own zone. Open space. Allison Wagner just looking ahead there for Samantha Fury. And Jags, even with all these second teamers on, still showing a nice attack down the field as Allison Wagner had an opportunity there inside the 18-yard box. Mustangs last to touch it, and TJ will get another corner kick here with 2:15 to play. Cecilia Wessel will take this corner. So Wessel looking to see which way she's going to angle it. Going to play it into the box, quickly deflect it out. She'll get an opportunity here to reload. So Wessel, another run up here from the far corner. This time going low. Had a Jaguar there initiate the contact, knocking down Molly Nairn. That'll be a free kick coming back for Laurel Highlands. Our match today on the South Union Township Sports Network, a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Mentioned earlier, Gary a bit under the weather last week. Hopefully Gary's doing better this week as well. We also have to send out get well wishes to our good buddy Arnie Amber, who was actually inducted into the Uniontown Hall of Fame last week. Arnie a bit under the weather as well, so hopefully He's getting better this week as well. 49 seconds to play. That was a great ceremony both Friday and Saturday for the Uniontown Hall of Fame. And again, among the inductees, the wife of our camera operator, Billy Dice, Dr. Nicole Dice, youngest superintendent in the state of Pennsylvania, into the Uniontown Hall of Fame as well this past weekend. So congratulations to Nicole. Ruvalcaba looking for one last run on the Mustang side. Ava went down. Jags find the loose ball there with Fenlock. 15 seconds to play. Jags will just dribble it out. And TJ improves to 2-1 overall, 1-0 in the conference. Laurel Highlands drops to 1-2 overall, 0-1 in conference play. Your final score time is Jefferson 7 and Laurel Highlands nothing. For Billy Dice behind the camera, this is Brian Morozak saying have yourselves a pleasant good evening. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Jags win it 7-0. So long, everybody.